Happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel, and today I have for you my weekly episode from my Wick-end deals series. In this episode, I'm going to share with you some of the new release candle products as well as the best sales going into the weekend from top retailers. I'm going to start with Bath & Body Works. Then we're going to talk about Goose Creek, which has my heart this weekend. Kringle, which is going to have my bank account this evening. Yankee and Homeworx. Not a whole lot happening at those last two, but I'll still briefly go over what we've got going on. Let's go ahead and start with Bath & Body Works. Now, as of today, I am not too excited about what is happening over on the website in terms of candle sales, but I do want to draw your attention to Tessa's webpage, Life Inside the Page. I'll go ahead and link her blog below in the description in case you want to check it out. She posted earlier today the upcoming sales list, and she has noted that there is potential for an online flash sale on Sunday evening that applies to Halloween merchandise, and specifically wallflowers, body care, and 3-wick candles. Now that is rumored to begin at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. I am going to keep an eye out for that. Just know those are usually 20% off flash sales. It's usually on top of whatever is already happening. So that would be likely 20% off of the current $14.95 price on these 3-wicks. So let's go ahead and head over to the 3-wick candles just so you get a feel for what's going on over there. Now this sale price is $14.95. Not horrible. Definitely not as good as what we had last weekend with the $12.95 price point. However, if you have a 20% off coupon that's still lingering, which I know I do, I need to figure out when I'm going to spend that. I was going to do it this weekend, but now I'm feeling a bit like I want a better priced sale. But then I also know that coupon is expiring in August, so I'm working on a limited window. But if you use a 20% off coupon with this $14.95 price point, that brings them down to $11.96. I don't think I'm going to be picking up any 3-wicks that are a part of this sale this weekend unless we get that Halloween flash sale. And even then, if it's 20%, that's the same price point. I still don't know if that's enough to trigger my purchasing of additional 3-wicks. Now, I do know that there are other rumors I've seen on Reddit that have said that there is a 50% off Halloween sale coming. I don't know anything about that either. Just know if you're waiting to buy Halloween, I think you can hold out a little bit longer if you're waiting for a better sale price. In terms of product, there's no new happening over at Bath & Body Works. I did go over all of these candles in last week's Wick-end deals, so if you didn't check that out, go ahead and go to my channel page, click videos, and you'll see the Wick-end episode from last Thursday. I went through all of these in the scent notes. So there's not any new candles to add so far this week. I will also say that there are some candles that are currently a part of the summer sale. It's no longer SAS now. It is summer sale, which, by the way, the summer sale is coming to an end on, let's see, I wrote it down here, Monday early morning, so 2:59 a.m. Pacific time, the summer sale comes to an end. I will also warn you that most stores are already in the process of boxing up their summer sale candles, and those are going to be out for winter SAS come December. So if you are wanting to buy some of the remaining 75% off or other summer sale, I'm going to point out the issue there in just a second, candles, you're going to want to go out sooner rather than later because stores are going to be boxing those up over the weekend. Now let me show you what I'm talking about when I say or some of those other candles. Now here, select items 75% off. I'm going to click that link. I'm going to click show me only the sale candles. And in Houston we have a problem. Some of these are 50% off, not 75% off, yet they're showing up under the 75% off summer sale clearance tab. I mean, the good news is this is a better sale than the $14.95. The bad news is I feel like if you put these under the 75% off link, they should be 75% off. And they're paired with some candles that are actually 75% off. This particular store that I have listed here doesn't have any, but if you have a part of that like underwater collection, those are 75% off. The sugared pretzel twist and hibiscus waterfalls, those are all 75% off. When I was looking last night at my local store, it included both these 50% off price points and the 75% off price points. Personally, I think these should be 75% off. Some of these are very early spring releases that, one, I can't believe stores even still have in stock. And two, why do you want to box all those up for SAS next winter when you could just unload them right now for 75% off? So something to keep in mind, there are still early spring/summer candles out there, but your stores are going to be packing them up to ship them off for SAS. The other sale we have going on with candles, I am not excited about. It is the 2 for $20 Single-Wick candle sale. This is pretty much a repeat sale. We see this almost every weekend. I don't think this is a good price for Single-Wicks. Now I use all my rewards for Single-Wicks because we basically can't use them for much of anything else. So I will not be picking up any Single-Wicks either. Both the Single-Wick sale and the $14.95 sale go until early Monday morning, 2:59 a.m. Pacific time. So finish up your shopping Sunday night if you plan on snagging any candles this weekend. Bath & Body Works got my money last weekend. This weekend, my money is going to Goose Creek. Y'all, they dropped Halloween this morning. Yes, a Thursday morning drop. Thank you. Does that mean we'll also get one tomorrow? We might. I don't know. I hope so. Although my budget does not. We got 2 different Halloween collections. I'm going to walk you through the candles and the scent notes. I'll share with you what I know of the ones that are returning that I have bought. We're just getting into the era of Goose Creek where I was shopping last year, so I will have some insights to share with you. Also, there is a sale right now. They're saying it's going to end in 4 days and 12 hours. So what is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Does that mean it ends Monday? Monday night? I think that's right. Anyhow, we've got the countdown there. It is 6 candles for $70. I did place an order this morning. I bought 12 candles. At one point, I did have 13 in the cart, and each one was ringing up, I think is $11.22, something like that. So you have to buy at least 6, and then every one you add after that is the equivalent price of like you were going to do another 6 for $70. So you don't have to buy in increments of 6, which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to take us over to all 3 wicks because I feel like that's an easier way to shop these 2 collections that came out. Now, one of these has kind of like a more of a cutesy, maybe a little bit cartoony type of label. The other one I think has a much more kind of spooky Halloween. So they've got a little something for everyone. I'm here for it. I love both of the collection labels that came out. And I ordered every single one, including ones I already have that I don't need more of, but I like the labels this year. Let's talk about this new fragrance. This one is called Haunted Spellbook, and this has, oh, look at that label. It's got little potions on it. It's got a key. I see a little amethyst crystal, a book. Wow, so cute. Cannot wait to see that in person. And this has scent notes of vintage leather binding, my heart, aged paper, and dusty cedarwood. Oh, y'all, I cannot wait to smell this one. This can't get here fast enough. Seriously, I cannot wait to get my hands on this one. They also have in that same collection candy corn. Now, this is a returning fragrance. I do not need this candle. I still have one that is partially full. I probably like that much. You know, a few days worth of on and off burning. I have a brand new one that I bought as a backup last year during the warehouse sale they did in October. But I love the label on this one so much. I had to have it. I love the little candy corns. Look at the little cupcake wrapper with the bats on it and the pumpkin pie slice. I don't need it, but I needed it, so I picked it up. Now, this one is very much a classic candy corn fragrance. It is authentic in my opinion. It's vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and marshmallow cream. It smells like the Brock's. You opened the bag and you sniffed a bag of candy corn. It's that like highly processed, sugary, vanilla marshmallow vibe. If I recall correctly from last year, it wasn't too cloyingly sweet. It's not as good as marshmallow sugar, but it is the perfect candy corn fragrance in my opinion. So I did pick up another one of these just for the label. Plus I know I'm going to burn through the 2 I have. So if I have to put this one in storage until next year, that's fine. Another new fragrance is the Halloween Bonfire scent. This one has some skulls and some moths, a little bit darker, but also just beautiful. I love the label on this one. Scent notes are bonfire smoke, bone chilling birch, and Palo Santo. I love smoky candles. I love Palo Santo. Not always a fan of birch. However, I'm basing that opinion on Bath & Body Works white birch fragrance. I'm sure I've smelled Goose Creek's, but I don't remember it. So I did order this one. Not sure if I'll like it, but I'm going to give it a go because that label is absolutely gorgeous. The other one in this collection is Trick or Treat. If you have been watching my channel at all for a while, you know I don't like this fragrance. This is a fan favorite. I actually am a little bit scared to say I don't like it because the reactions I get when I say that. But I did order it because two things. One, hello, this label, y'all, candy, eyeballs. You have like the skeleton gingerbread man. It is just an adorable label. And plus, as I'm learning, sometimes things I didn't like a year ago, I end up liking. So I'm going to give it another go. It is very much, to me, like a caramel apple chocolate fragrance. There was something about it that was very high pitched with that. There's like an apple note in here, the caramel apple note, that I don't care for. But I'm going to give it a try again. So it's caramel apple, gooey marshmallows, and melted chocolate. You know, everybody loves it. There's got to be something good about it. I don't know. I gave it away last year. I know that. I only got through about half of it and gave it away. But I'm going to give it another try for the label. And this year's label is much better than last year's, in my humble opinion. And then the last one in this collection, also just gorgeous label. It's got the skull candle. It's got a potion bottle. It's got a cauldron. Looks like a spell book. Is Enchanted Elixir. And this one has scent notes of poisonous pears, enchanted berries, and spellbinding sugar. Yum, fruity, sugary. Cannot wait to get my nose on that one. So that's collection number 1, kind of this like cartoony, more of like an animated sort of collection. And then there's this one. This collection reads a lot more like a curiosity shop label. That's the vibe I get from it. A little bit more spooky, a little bit more, I think, like dark compared to the other ones that are a little more cutesy and fun. This one is Black Candy Apple, and I believe this one's a returning fragrance. It's glowing green apples, molten caramel, and toasted black coconut flakes. Something tells me that this is going to smell quite a bit like the coconut caramel apple that was a part of the, what was this, the Boardwalk, Summer Boardwalk or Seaside collection. I forget. It had all the like funnel cake and wasn't there like a sand castles? I think it's going to smell like this. We'll see. It might be different. Even then, if it's similar, I love the label on this one. Witch's Cauldron. Ooh, thank you for bringing this back, Goose Creek. I only have half of one left, and it is not enough. Plus, this label, the witch's hat, it is so, so cute. And the purple is gorgeous. This has scent notes of petrifying patchouli, forest fog, and haunted woods. If you like Yankee's Witch's Brew, this is the closest Goose Creek gets to that candle. It is so close to being a 1-for-1 dupe. However, I do find this one to be a little bit more cologne-y. The patchouli note, exactly the same. Perfect. 1-to-1, beautiful, same patchouli that's in Yankee's Witch's Brew. However, like I said, this one reads a little bit cologne-y. It's not too much for me. I like it, and given that Witch's Brew is unscented, I will take this any day. So I ordered 2 of these. I will probably pick up a third one because I'm going to blow through 2 this Halloween season. Plus, I'm going to want to back up in case this doesn't come back next year. So if you like Yankee's Witch's Brew, I think you would like that one. There's also this new fragrance, which is called Jack-o'-lantern. Now, I'm wondering if this is not going to be a dupe of pumpkin carving. The scent notes sound very similar to me. The scent notes are pumpkin guts, which I like that, spooky spice, and pumpkin seeds. I am excited to give that one a try. I tossed that one in the cart. We also have Twilight Graveyard, which they're calling a new fragrance, but I think y'all were saying on the subreddit that this reminds you, the scent notes remind you a little bit of one of the Beetlejuice candles. I didn't get that collection. I was too late to the game, but this one has very dark, earthy tones to it. Graveyard soil, tombstone moss, and misty fog. I'm also curious about how this might compare to some of Kringle's more earthy Halloween candles that are coming out this evening. We're going to talk about those in just a minute. And the last one in this collection, which is also new, is called Scary Cherry Brownie. I am not always a fan of cherry, but if you add some chocolate to it, I bet I'm going to enjoy it. This one is Blood Red Cherry, Creepy Cocoa, and Frightening Fudge Brownie. I'm wondering if this will be similar to the Germany Travelers Collection, the Black Forest Cake. I'm hoping it'll have a little bit more chocolate, maybe a little bit deeper of a cherry note. We'll see. This one also went in the bag. So I do have all of these candles, every single one, coming to me for review. Now, I sent these to Michigan, just a heads up. Yes, I'm going back to Michigan again mid-August. I'm spending another 2 weeks, one to help my stepdad out some more. He's still sorting through, he's trying to get his kitchen organized so that it's more livable. You know, he's had a really hard couple of years, really, taking care of my mom and not being able to tend to, you know, putting stuff away in the kitchen and throwing out stuff that's not good for him in terms of expiration dates and so on. We're about halfway through the kitchen and I want to help him finish that up. He also wants to start going through my mom's office, which is going to be a chore. And also Jason's mom is having some health issues. So we are actually both going to visit in mid-August. He's going to be spending time with his mom and I'm going to be spending time with my stepdad. So I sent these to Michigan. They will be there when I arrive and I will be doing the review immediately because I want to dig into these. So you can expect that probably next weekend, like next Sunday. If I had to guess, I'm hoping. If everything goes as planned and the order gets there on time, it'll be next Sunday that you see me do the Halloween review. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put it into 2 different videos or 1. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll do a poll and see what y'all want. Okay, anything else over there? They still have their ongoing SAS sale. Let me just take you over to the sale. Candles, I'm going to sort by price because then that always gives us an idea of what the cheapest price point is. I'm also going to limit this to just candles because the other stuff is great, but it's not stuff I'm interested in. Yeah, lowest price point for SAS that's ongoing is $6.25. I have talked about this sale until I have been blue in the face. If you want to know more about the SAS sale, go again to my channel page and watch. I would go back 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks on the Wick-end deals episode, and I go into a lot more detail about the semi-annual sale. Supply is dwindling. Get what you want now. Tack it on to get free shipping. There are some great deals to be had. Okay, well, Goose Creek already has my money. Let's talk about Kringle, who is going to get my money this evening. I'm going to start by talking about the Halloween release, which y'all, for some reason, I thought today was August 1st. I thought these were coming out last night. I went to the website and it said, you know, like 1 day and so many hours. I'm like, oh, tomorrow is the 31st. I forgot July had 31 days in it. So here we are, July 31st. It has not started yet, which is good for you because if you didn't know, it is going to release tonight. Now, for us on the West Coast, we are lucky. This will release at 9:01 p.m. So I'm just going to encourage you right now, set your alarm. Don't do anything else until you take a moment and set your alarm. I'm going to do it right now because I haven't set my alarm yet. And actually, I'm going to set mine for like 8:55, maybe 8:50, because I want to be on here making sure my internet's working, making sure the website is working, making sure I got my list. I'm going to have a beverage, and I'm going to hit refresh nonstop as soon as midnight hits until this goes live at 12:01 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're on the East Coast, it's 12:01 a.m. If you are on the West Coast, it is 9:01 p.m. Anywhere in between, I don't know, you gotta do the math. It's too hard for me. And I don't even remember all the different time zones. So my alarm is set. I'm good to go. It's gonna go off tonight and remind me that it's time to buy. If you want to look into the scent notes, you have 2 options. 1, there are tons of ambassadors. Check out Instagram, check out YouTube. Literally just type in Kringle Halloween 2025. You will have an endless supply of ambassadors who already have done reviews on these candles, and you can find out all sorts of details. You can also click this banner right here. And it's amazing. They have every single one that's going to be released with scent notes and pictures, and you can get a vibe for which ones you want. Now, there are 20 releasing tonight, 20 candles. I want them all. But that is not realistic for my budget, nor my storage cabinet, because these things are all large jars. They're huge. So I did start a list. And right now I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11. on my list, which is way too many. I think I'll probably end up buying 4 or 5. So I'll share with you the top 5 that I have. But here, I'll just go ahead. I'll show you a picture. This is the entire list I have of ones that I want. But I'm really, and in that order, but I am trying to dwindle. I don't want to buy 11 Halloween candles. We'll see. When I do the haul, we'll see how many I have. Also on that note, it is going to be a while until I do a Halloween haul video for this collection because I'm going to have these shipped here to California and I'm not going to be back here until towards the end of August. So you won't see my Halloween review on these until then. And that is because I do not want to travel with these candles. These are too precious, too expensive. By the way, I've had several questions about how I traveled with my candles from Michigan. I worked magic. I brought home 18 candles from Michigan and only one broke, and that was the Vanilla Noir from Bath & Body Works. Rest in peace. But I have huge, huge pile of empties over here. It's going to get rehomed in one of those jars, so it's fine. It lost its original, which is too bad because that jar was awesome. I don't want to travel with these, so I'm going to have these shipped to California. I will review them when I get home. But like I said, there are so many ambassadors who have done reviews. You don't need my review. I know you want to see it and you like me, and I like that about you. Appreciate that. But also, I'm going to need some time on these. All right, so let's get into taking a look at these scent notes. Now, you can't really click on these, so I'm just going to do a zoom in so that I can get these a little bit bigger so we can read the scent notes. There's Abduction. I love the label on this one. Jason went through a whole like 90s aliens phase while we were first dating when we were 15. So this like has my heart in terms of imagery. The scent notes I'm not too sure about. It's citrus, greens, herbal, wood, moss, and spiced amber. It's not on my list right now just because I'm not a fan of what I've seen in the reviews based off of the descriptions. I don't think I'm going to pick this one up, but if I did, it would be just for the label. Black Cat is a returning fragrance. This one is spicy cinnamon, clove, cedar, and frankincense. I don't even have this one on my list, but honestly, I think I'd really like it. I don't have it on the list because I feel like it's a little bit redundant with all the candles I already have. I have a frankincense candle, which is the Kwanzaa candle from Bath & Body Works. I have so many cinnamon and clove candles. I love the label, but I just don't think I can justify it just for that. We're also getting these 2 new fragrances, Bloody Mary and Cabin in the Woods. I do have both of these on my list. Bloody Mary is my #1 pick. 1, because hello, the label, but 2, because of the scent notes, has absinthe, which I love, spooky saffron, eucalyptus, anise, which I love, black currant, basil, blackberry, fennel, dark musk, tonka bean, which I love, and amber, which I love. That one's going in the bag, no question. Cabin in the Woods is also on my list. This is #3, so this one is definitely going in my bag. It is golden saffron, rose, black truffle, crocus flower, patchouli, yes, vanilla, agarwood, and oak moss. Plus, I love the label on that one too. It just feels like a very haunted, spooky old house. There is a returning candy corn fragrance. Now, I did not put this one on my list. 1, because I really like Goose Creek's candy corn, but also I've heard that this one doesn't quite read authentic, and I really want an authentic candy corn fragrance. It's rich caramel, golden honey, sweet praline, nutmeg, cinnamon, and creamy vanilla. I love the label though. It's so festive. Y'all, really, if I had the space, the money's fine, right? I can make more money. Like, I will teach an extra class to buy Halloween candles. That is who I am. But I just can't store these large jars. But I want them all because the labels are all just perfection. Plus, there's another Halloween collection coming out, y'all. This is just phase 1. We're getting a second one. So I gotta slow my roll. That's all there is to it. Chest of Chaos did make my list, but it's way down towards the bottom. It's 3rd to the last, and that's only because of that peach note that's in here. I don't know if I would like it. It's warm spice, amber, peach, vanilla, tonka bean, and amber. I love ghosties though. That's one of my favorite parts of Halloween, so I'm really struggling with having that so far down. We have 2 new fragrances, Conjuring and Exorcism. Now, Exorcism is #2 on my list. I did not put Conjuring on here, although the more I hear it described, the more I think I would like it. I've heard it described as being very witchy, which I like witchy fragrances. I might still add that to my list, but it wouldn't be in my top 5. Conjuring is wood, cedar, violet, herbal, amber, and spice, while exorcism is bergamot, eerie lemon, eucalyptus, black tea, cucumber, haunted rose, cursed cedarwood, beeswax, amber, and earthy musk. We have 2 returning. I believe Killer Clown is also returning fragrance. I do not have Haunted Hollows on my list. I do have Killer Clown on my list, but again, it's lower down. So Haunted Hollows is wood smoke, fir, herbal, apple, patchouli, and musk. The wood smoke and the apples kind of turning me off on that one, although again, I love the label. Killer Clown, I know some of y'all don't like clowns and it's creepy. I don't mind clowns. I actually like the creepiness of it. Like, I love Stephen King's It movies. There's just something repulsive about it that emotion it evokes, again, in a safe space, I enjoy. This one is ginger bats? Yeah, ginger bats, apple, fanged fig, purplish plum, anise, milky skin, peach, warm honey, tonka bean, and dark vanilla. That peach note is dragging this one down for me. The ginger note is dragging this one down for me, so it is further down on my list. Then we have New London Fog and Mummy Marshmallow. London Fog is about middle range on my list. I love the idea of the Jack the Ripper scene. It feels very like Edgar Allan Poe to me also. There's something dark and gloomy about this candle label that I really enjoy. It's amber, floral, bergamot, saffron, moss, and amber again. The Mummy Marshmallow was really high up on my list until I started watching reviews of it, and it sounds like there's a consensus that the marshmallow note is lost in this one, which was really what I was getting it for. It is still on my list, but it is all the way towards the bottom. It's cinnamon, clove bud, marshmallow, earthy mosses, although it says earthy, I think it's supposed to be earthy, birch, cedarwood, musk, oak, patchouli, and vanilla bean. There are a lot of positive qualities in that one, but the way it's been described makes me think I won't like it. 2 returning fragrances, Nevermore, which is about mid-range. I said I would probably buy 5. That one might be a 6th one that ends up in the cart because I love the label and I love Edgar Allan Poe. I performed Telltale Heart in high school as a monologue. That's how much I love Edgar Allan Poe. So this just speaks to me. I want it for that reason. Plus the scent notes are okay. Chai spice, honey, sandalwood, tea, cinnamon, and floral. Sounds delicious. Poison apple, not on my list. Not an apple fan, although I think the hubs would probably like this one. It's apple, bergamot, apple bloss. Is it supposed to be blossom? Lily of the Valley, jasmine, and amber. If the typos are this bad, y'all, Kringle needs an editor. Kringle, are you hiring? I will edit your webpage for you. Okay, we have a couple more. New is Pumpkinhead. Returning is Sleepy Hollow. Pumpkinhead did make my list. This one is going in the cart. It is spice, pumpkin, orange, cinnamon, clove, and vanilla. Love the label. The hubs will love the orange. I will love the clove. This is going to be a winner. Sleepy Hollow is also going in the cart, mostly because I just freaking love that movie. I love the tale, and look at the label on this. It feels a lot like the Disneyland Sleepy Hollow statue that's in DCA when you walk into Disney California Adventure. This one is pumpkin spice, incense, cedarwood, clove, caramel, and citrus. So again, you've got a citrus note. You've got some clove note in there, some probably like earthiness from the cedarwood and incense, maybe a little bit of sweetness from the caramel. I want that one. 2 more that are returning, Trick or Treat and Witch's Cauldron. Trick or Treat I have on my list, but it is at the bottom. I'm just worried the chocolate note in this is going to be a little bit off-putting. There's walnut liqueur, cocoa powder, dark chocolate truffle, mocha latte, creamy fudge, vanilla cream, raw sugar crystal, and dark caramel. Love the label on that one also. I'm loving all the full moons in these labels. Witch's Cauldron is cedar, clove, incense, and citrus. Again, I want this one. Actually, I don't have this on my list at all, but maybe it should be at the bottom because I actually really like the idea of this one also. I'm going to be so broke. Okay, last 2, both returning, Wolf's Bane and Zombie Horde. Now, Wolf's Bane sounds super intriguing to me, but in my gut, I think I won't like it. It's floral, amber, and powder, and that's because of that powdery note. I'm not always a fan of the powders. And then Zombie Horde, because of the apple and the smokiness. I don't think I would like this one either. Ripe apple, burnt smoke, olibanum resin, golden amber, sandalwood, leather, incense, and musk. Although that leather note is tempting, y'all. I don't know. Tell me, what do you want from this collection? What have you burned before? Those of you who know me well, you've been watching my channel for a while, and you've burned these, tell me what you think I would like, or which ones you think I should steer away from, given what I've said in my reviews. Help a girl out. Put that in the comments below. Okay, so Halloween, there we go, part 1. It's going to be live tonight, don't forget. Now, they did also today start a couple of sales. One of them is fall fragrances, select fall fragrances, 30% off. Now, this is not a good enough sale to make me budge and add additional stuff to the cart, but they do have some of the new fall fragrances in here. If you were interested in trying those out, they're not full price right now, which is good for you. There wasn't anything that I really wanted in large jar from the new collection, apple rum cake, for example, so I'm going to pass on this sale. However, they did recently release, within the last day or two, a new Autumn Scents Daylight Bundle. And I am putting this in the cart with the Halloween candles, because if I'm getting a shipment, I might as well get these too. And this one is select daylights, a lot of the, not only the new fragrances, but returning fragrances from fall. Now, I burn these in my bathroom. I will do shorts on these so you can get some insights into what these smell like. But again, that's not going to be until more towards the end of August when I get that review out. So that's going to go in the bag, half off, normally $48, but it's going to be $24. That makes each daylight $2, which to me is appropriately priced. They're not worth much more than that. Ongoing sales, they still have the 3 for $33 3 wicks that we have had since, what, April? So that's still ongoing. I feel like these should be getting clearanced out soon. Most of those are spring, summer fragrances. There is one in here that I might throw in the bag because I didn't buy it during the initial launch because it felt like a fall candle, and now it feels like fall and I might actually want it. And that's this Mystic Trail candle. We'll see. It might end up in the cart. Fresh berries, apple, autumn leaves, caramel and spice, sugar and woods. So that one, we'll see. The problem with this is you have to buy 3 to get that price, and there just aren't 3 other ones that I really want. I don't know. We'll see about that. I may pull the trigger, I may not. And I think that's all the sales that are happening right now at Kringle. Yes. Okay. Just a heads up, I do have a $5 off coupon link you can use if you are new to Kringle. It does not count if you have already shopped from Kringle. I'll put that in the description below. Know that that's good if you're buying stuff that's on sale, but if you're buying the new, you would be better off finding an ambassador and using an ambassador code. And there are a ton of ambassadors. Again, do a search. You will find a code that will get you 15% off. Okay, let's talk about Yankee. Now, Yankee, you know, I don't want to buy 4. And they're doing a buy 2, get 2 free sale. Now, if you want to pick up some of the new fall fragrances, which I will say they have some of those in stock, they still haven't released their Halloween collection, but they have some fall fragrances that are favorites that have come back. So cinnamon, sugared apple, they've got spiced pumpkin, autumn leaves is a beautiful classic fragrance from Yankee. Harvest is a classic fragrance. Now, these are all in the new jars with the new wax formula. I gotta say, I haven't watched, there's one Yankee reviewer that I haven't watched, so I can't speak to what he's posted, but the ones I have seen have complained that the new formula is unscented. I'm not going to buy 4 right now. I'm just not. So if you have 4 that you want to get, you want to try them, I say go ahead and do this sale. It's not bad. Half price still makes these, what, $17? We used to get $15 large jar sales. I think that's a better price, and then you don't have to buy in quantities of 4. However, if you really want to get some new fall candles and give them a try, I will say Yankee's usually really good about their return policy, so there's that if it is unscented. But for me, I'm not passionate about Yankee right now. I'm frustrated with the changes they made. I don't like that these are more expensive and possibly lower quality. Also, speaking of Yankee, there was a picture that was posted to the Yankee subreddit. I'm going to put a picture of it right over here. I'll also include the username of the poster to give them credit. This, apparently, is the new Halloween labels. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, I'll give them credit. They're adorable. But I have two issues. Number one, if you have kids, this looks like a toy. And you do not want your children playing with candles, lit or not, because they're not toys. So that's my first concern. My second concern is that these look like squishmallows. I think my 21-year-old niece and my 23-year-old nephew would buy these just because they look like squishmallows, because they grew up with those things and they love them. I don't like squishmallows, not of my generation. This feels like an appeal to Gen Z, which, yay, like Yankee, I'm glad you're trying to recruit new customers, but I would much rather see you appease your current customers who have been your fans for decades by giving us more fragrance oil and labels that we want. Things that are more literal, scary, spooky, Halloween-like. This feels like Saturday morning cartoons. Again, I think there's a place for that. I don't want it on my candles. Okay? I ordered an adorable, cutesy ghost cloche that's a decoration, but I don't want it on my candle labels. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, that's my rant with Yankee. Now their sale, those aren't out yet, by the way, but their sale on the large jars that are out is going to end Sunday night. So if you do want to take advantage of that, snag them now, don't delay. And we'll see. I don't know. They do have a tarot card line coming out. You can Google that. I Googled it and found it on some UK website. So maybe there are some scarier things coming down, like scarier, and put that in air quotes, labels coming down the line. But this one, the Witch's Cauldron, I'm just like, what are you doing? I want witchy if I get Witch's Cauldron or Witch's Brew. But even then, it's not going to have scent, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go over to Homeworx. Now, I want to give you all an update. I have officially reached the number of followers, subscribers, not only on my channel, but on my Instagram page to officially qualify for affiliate programs. I did apply to Slatkin & Co. to be an affiliate. I was awarded affiliate status. I wish that it was with a brand that I shop a lot more frequently, but I do have an affiliate code to share with you now, and that is 3-Wick Thesis. If you use that code, you will get 15% off with a minimum order of $40. Also keep in mind you cannot stack that with other discounts, so it only goes so far. However, if you want to support me, I will make a small commission. You can use that code. I'll also put my affiliate link in the description below if you want to shop through my link, and then that automatically applies the discount and gives me the commission. You know, I am not a huge supporter of Homeworx. There are several that I really like. The matcha one, the iced tea one, the lemon cello cupcake one has been really pleasant that Charity sent me. So I do Homeworx reviews occasionally, but for the most part, you won't see much Homeworx from me on my channel. But just know I'm an affiliate now, so we'll see how that goes. If y'all don't use it, they might take it away from me. And I guess I'd be okay with that. I did also apply to be a Kringle ambassador, but I applied for that, I think 2 weeks after this one. I haven't heard back from them yet, so we'll see. It's pending. So let's talk about Homeworx candles. I keep expecting them to release more of their like fall candles, and I feel like we're just still chilling with the same stuff that we've had for the last few weeks. And honestly, it's the same sale, so I'm not even going to really talk much about Homeworx today, other than to send you back to a video from 3 weeks ago, my Wick-end deals, where I talked about this sale originally. You have two options for sale prices. If you go with the 4 wicks, you get $11 off. If you go with their 3 wicks, you get $6 off. And then there is a stackable element to that, where if you buy 4, you get 1 free. So decent. I don't think this is the best Homeworx sale. I did do a cart, although I'm on my incognito, so it's not there. It had key lime in there. There's a pecan fragrance that I was interested in picking up, and then there's also the iced tea candle, which I still have not ordered, y'all. I was tempted by this frozen rainbow pop, but then I feel like that's kind of past the season. And this chocolate peanut butter cup, I might still put a cart together. I just feel like my energy is going towards Halloween right now, and this stuff feels like not as important to me. So that's Homeworx. Nothing really new happening over there. Only thing new is that I have an affiliate code now, which is super exciting for me, but also could be completely pointless for y'all. All right. I think that's everything. Lots of new. Lots of good sales. Cannot wait for Kringle Halloween. Snagged on my Goose Creek Halloween this morning. Let me know in the comments below. Are you following my lead? Are you picking up any Kringle candles? And if so, which ones? Are you going to buy any of the new Goose Creek Halloween releases? Are you excited about those? Are you shopping Bath & Body Works, waiting for that flash sale? Are you interested in Yankee, or are you more like me? Anything at Homeworx catching your eye? Talk to me about it in the comments below. I love having conversations with y'all, and I love it when y'all talk to each other too. It's so awesome, so do that as well. If you appreciated this video, a thumbs up is rad. It always makes me feel warm and fuzzy to see how many people like my video. And if you feel like I'm saving you money this weekend and you want to pass it along to my channel, super thanks are always appreciated, but never required. Also, helps me a lot if you're subscribed. So if you aren't, hit that subscribe button before you take off. Also, share my channel with others you think might like it and watch my content. That will help me grow. Speaking of growing, I am nearing the 1,000 subscriber mark. I do have 150 subscribers left to earn before I get to that point. But at the current rate, that won't be long. And I want to celebrate. I decided I would celebrate by doing an Ask Me Anything episode for my 1,000 subscriber hit. And that is because you all have asked me lots of questions about my tattoos. You have so many questions about my tattoos, which is normal, by the way. That's not weird. I'm used to that. There's been questions about my cats, about my relationship with Jason, my mom, whatever questions you have about my candle collection. Start posing those to me. Email them to me, please. My email address is in the description below, 3.wick.thesis@gmail.com. I'm going to collect those, and then I'm going to do a video when I hit 1,000 subscribers and answer the Ask Me Anything questions. I think it'll be fun. Y'all can get to know me more. We'll celebrate. It won't be long. I'm looking forward to it. I'm blown away by the growth of my channel, and it means, I mean, I can't even express to you how much it means to me to be creating content that people are consuming and enjoying. Again, it is very different than my professional life, where I can create educational content all day long and almost no one appreciates it. Some of my students do. My admin don't even know I exist. And I think my online team at my campuses appreciate me, but that, gosh, it's just so few and far between compared to my channel about candles. So thank you. I really appreciate your validation, your support, and you being here and spending time with me. Tomorrow, August rotation. You see this pile over here? It's huge. You can't even see the whole thing. August is big. August rotation is going to be posted on Friday. Saturday, we have our Bath & Body Works ritual haul with the hubs. Sunday, I am doing a special mom's rotation video. I'm going to share my memorial rotation with you. It's her birthday on Sunday. That's why I'm choosing Sunday to share it with you. I'll have a memorial rotation. I'm going to share some photos of her. It's just going to be a space for me to honor her on what would have been her 82nd. Yeah, 82nd birthday. She would have been 82 on Sunday. Almost made it, not quite. So that'll be Sunday's video. I have a Goose Creek haul that I just did a review on. That was in this box. That's coming up. I have a Scentsy haul. Oh my gosh, y'all, I have so much. I have a circa 1955 box I have to share with y'all. So turn on notifications and subscribe. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hope you have a great Thursday, and happy shopping out there, y'all. I hope you save some money. Bye-bye.